In Ghana, most people live a primitive way of life, in cabins or earthen huts with thatched roofs. People cook their meals on fires, which led to deforestation to the point of ecological disaster. I found a study performed by scientists who were trying to replace scarce timber with rice husks. According to them, trees were cut so extensively that 22,000 hectares, 25%, of Ghana's rainforests have irretrievably disappeared. Forest increment has slowed down in half. Each Ghanaian burns 640 kilograms of wood in a fire yearly. Back in 2008, 34.5 million cubic meters of wood was cut and 1.48 million cubic meters of charcoal was produced. It is necessary to burn about 5 kilograms of wood to produce 1 kilogram of charcoal. Scientists have deeply analyzed turning rice husks into electricity with 100 kilowatt gasifiers. This topic is also relevant to me, but from the perspective of micro-gasifiers. Ghana's population is 31 million. The country's area is 23.8 million hectares. The agricultural land is 1.48 million hectares, of which 28% is arable and 16% is perennial arable land. Agriculture accounts for 37% of GDP. 74% of the country's population is engaged in it. 15% of Ghana's population, 4 million people, live in remote villages with no electricity or other amenities. Without electricity, people use gasoline pumps to irrigate their fields. Many villagers use gasoline generators from 0.5 to 5 kilowatts to obtain electricity. The government tried to introduce electrification programs. According to the estimates, $22.6 billion are required for relatively normal electrification. The government has been trying to solve the electricity problem for 15 years, yet unsuccessfully. The country even managed to triple electricity production for a while, but the situation fell back during the 2015 crisis. Today, 27% of government revenue is spent on purchasing fossil fuels for power generation. In their study, scientists deeply analyzed Ghana's electricity market and alternative systems. For example, a 1 kilowatt solar panel's electricity station would cost $3,700, while I offer mini gasifiers for $300. They can feed gasoline generators of up to 5 kilowatts already in possession of hundreds of thousands of Ghanaians. Ghana produces 400,000 tons of rice annually on 162,000 hectares of fields. Around 100,000 tons of rice husks accumulate around the rice mills every year. To dispose of it, 70 to 90% of the husks are taken to garbage dumps, dumped in ponds, or simply burned without actually considering it as fuel. It's just trash. Table 3 shows the areas of the country where rice is grown and the amount of rice husks accumulated. The most important information that gives a general understanding of the market capacity for micro-gasifiers on rice husks is the number of people having no access to electricity. There are 4 million of them. 100,000 tons of rice husks accumulate annually. The alternative equipment for obtaining electricity, solar panels, costs $3,700 per 1 kilowatt compared to $300 for a micro-gasifier producing up to 5 kilowatts of electricity even at night when there is no light. In fact, my product has no competitors. My WhatsApp is in the description under the video. And now drop me a couple of coins for a beer. You will find my payment details in the description below. I am waiting. See you.